Hello, bonjour. I'm at Mayon Hospital this morning, nothing serious. Just here for Sharon's appointment. She wanted me to come with her to help her with translation, but they wouldn't let us both in. So she'll be fine though, she's got her scans and she's got her letter. So I'm sure it's just that the doctor she's going to see can be a little bit abrupt. He's known for that, but he's an excellent surgeon. He's the one who did my carpal tunnel. One of the ops anyway, it was a different doctor that did the first one. So I'm sure she'll be fine. So I'm now going to take a walk down to Aldi's to get a couple of bits while I'm waiting. Let's just have a wander. Another grey day here today. Got a housing estate next to the hospital there. It's only about a 5-minute walk to Aldi's. Gives me something to do while I'm waiting. I bet Sharon's probably panicking a bit in there now. The thing is, her language is a lot better than she thinks it is. I've been with her on a few appointments now and she understands quite a lot. I think she might just feel a bit intimidated that she knows this doctor's a bit arrogant, so a bit abrupt. I think sometimes these specialists can be a bit arrogant, can't they? Because they know their job, and it's just how they are. And you get a good operation at the end of it. Coming up to Aldi car park there. As in any country at the moment, see there's a poster there, whether you understand it or not, I don't know, but they're worrying about losing some of the hospital. I can't think it'd be that major, to be honest. It's not a very old hospital, so why would they suddenly be shutting it down? But I mean, I went for my mammogram yesterday in new equipment, so why would they shut it down when they're still buying new equipment? Right, is that done? It's a shop here we've got, it's called Fait Plaisir. Industry land, basically. It's a bit of sells loads of stuff, including fancy dress, so if you're in a party, that's where you go. Which is where the Fait comes in. Right. Now I'm going to walk back to the hospital. Right, I'm back in Sharon's car now, and she's still not back. It's been 40 minutes, but whether she got to see the doctor straight away, obviously I don't know. But I expect he's having to give all the paperwork and her scans a good look over and everything. I do hope she doesn't have to wait long. I mean, sometimes these knee operations, they can wait a long time. It's a lot quicker here than you'd wait in the UK. I don't know about what it's like in any other country, but from what I've heard from other people, it's much quicker here. Yeah, so we'll see how much longer she's going to be. So, as I say, she was probably a bit anxious, but hopefully she'll be okay now. Every one of these little appointments is another step, another tick on the box, as it were, knowing you've got through it, you know, even with a little bit of language. But most of these doctors now seem to be learning quite a lot of English, and it's apparently they're obligated to learn now, so they know if there's obviously quite a lot of English living here. Percentage wise, obviously not a lot to the French, but it's still quite a lot. So I'd like to see her get it done soon, because she's been in pain for a long time, and her scan shows like bone on bone now, so that's why she's suffering so much. Fingers crossed. Positive vibes, everybody. We're going to pop on into Mayenne in a minute and go into that shop I've taken you to before, Action. I've just got to get a couple of bits in there. I don't know if any of you saw the picture I put on Instagram, and it obviously went on to Facebook, and I managed to smash the lid of my stove yesterday. And yeah, so I'll probably insert a picture just to show you, just in case you didn't see my picture that went on Instagram. But stupidly, I'd been cooking up some peelings and things to make some vegetable stock, and I decided, right, okay, that's been on enough. Took it off, put it to one side, and then on my stove there's a lid, glass lid, so it covers it up. It's great when you haven't got time to clean the oven and you can just shut it down and no one knows. But I put it down, and when I was standing there, I thought I could hear a noise, and I looked at the oven, and I thought I can't see any flames or anything, but the dishwasher was on at the same time, and the fridge can make a little bit of a noise, so I assumed it was that. Anyway, I was going to do some ironing, so I went to the utility room to get the ironing board, and while I was in there, this almighty crash, and I thought, what on earth? And I was trying to think within seconds, like, what did I leave out? What did I leave out? And that might have fallen over. And when I walked in, I couldn't believe what I saw. I just stood there for a second in shock. And then I was shaking because I was just angry and frustrated at everything at once. And it took me a good 20 minutes more to sweep it up and hoover it up and everything. And then I thought, oh, what on earth? Dunk's going to think, oh, I've got to replace it, something else to replace. And anyway, I got it cleared up, and I got on and done my ironing. And then when Duncan came home in the evening, I just sort of stood and pointed and went, look. And he said, well, what's happened? What's happened there? And I said, I broke it. And he said, I didn't like the lid anyway. And we've had the stove for a good 10 years. So I was relieved that he wasn't more upset, I must admit. But anyway, we spent that, after we'd had our evening meal, we spent the evening then searching for glass. So I just had to move the phone, my arm was hurting. Yeah, so we spent the evening searching for glass. We pulled the stove out, and we all know what it's like behind the stove. It was so greasy and dirty, and I mean, I could be showing myself up here. You might be one of these people that pulls your oven out every week. No, not me. I mean, it gave us the opportunity to give it a good clean, and it's really nice now knowing that it is clean. And Duncan's now going to rethink what we do with that, where the stove is and things. Yeah, he's been wanting to do something about it for a while, so I've helped him, haven't I? It's like I helped him with the shower when it broke and he had to put a new one in, and I've helped him scraping all the stairs, and he's got to put carpet in. Yeah, I only do it just to be helpful, really. So yeah, so once that was all done, and we ended up cleaning all around the living room, of course, because we kept finding more and more bits. And Duncan insists on not wearing slippers, so he kept finding bits, obviously, with his feet. I think we've got it all now, but there's no doubt that we'll probably find another piece. It's always amazing, isn't it? Glass and water, you can never believe how far it's just flung itself around the room. But it's all clean now, and because now I haven't got a lid, I have to make sure that I clean the top of my stove. I'm not a slob, but sometimes I'm running late and I think, well, I'll leave that, put the lid on it, and I'll do it when I come back. And I can't do that anymore. Well, I could. It just means that it just looks horrible. So, yeah. It all comes out in the wash, as they say, doesn't it? And Duncan did say, did I feel I needed a new stove? And I don't. It works. It's just I haven't got a lid. So I'll wait. But I know what Duncan's like. At some point, he's going to rethink that bit, and we're going to end up getting a new stove. We were tricked when we bought it, actually, because we bought it thinking it was new, and it turned out it was the next, like a exhibition one. In other words, one that had been on the shop floor. And I knew this because I could tell it had been used and cleaned, and we didn't know this till the man had left. But we had got it reduced, but we weren't. No one said that that's what the reason it was reduced. So, but it's even so, it's still served us 10 years already, and it's, although the ignition is starting to go on some of the rings, it still works. And if the ignition goes completely, I can still light it with a lighter or a match or something. But anyway, that was yesterday's excitement. And this is today's excitement, waiting in the car for Sharon. Oh, I do hope she's got some good news when she comes out and she tells me, oh, she's going in next week. So if it's quick, she'll be over the moon. Because Sharon and I want to go for walks and things, and it's really difficult for her at the minute. I mean, I've had trouble because of my breathing and how that's been lately. And it's better than it was. But I'm still not, you know, it's going to be a long time before I get back to peak fitness. But I can still stroll, and especially if we're on a flat road or whatever. But it's hard for her. I mean, funny thing is, I struggle going uphill. She struggles going down because it really hurts her knee. She's had one knee done. That was done in the UK while she was still there. But now she needs this one done. So everybody, as I say, send some positive vibes that she's getting it sorted. It'd be nicer when the weather's picked up. It's still so grey and dull. Even Duncan said this morning, it's where it's supposed to be getting lighter a bit in the mornings. So I opened the curtain, it was almost like fling the curtains back, let the dark in. But yeah, it's a bit miserable, but it is what it is. It's winter. After we've done what we've got to do here, I'm going to go back and hopefully do a bit of sewing or a bit of editing, and then this afternoon meeting around Sharon's with see some friends for a cup of tea. I haven't seen them for ages. These friends have been sort of trying to avoid a lot of people because the parents of one of the couple is in a retirement home, and obviously they're worrying about carrying COVID to them, so they've been very, very cautious. It's been nerve-wracking for them, really. So I'm assuming she's feeling a bit more relaxed about it, the fact that she wants to meet up for a cup of tea. If you saw the video where Sharon and I went to the Brockhant, hope you enjoyed it. It's always quite fun going there. Incidentally, Mary, if you're watching this, I didn't see any keys there, unfortunately. I shall keep looking for you. I'm going to leave it there for a minute, and hopefully Sharon will be out in a minute. If there's anything more to film, I will do. If not, this will probably be it for this video. It should be a short one. But I know sometimes you like a little of an insight into my life, as exciting as it is. I've been thinking where to go next, where to take you, and what to show you. It's not always easy trying to think of content, and I know a lot of you say don't worry about it, but I do. I mean, I like to watch people and what they're up to and stuff, so I understand why you want to be a bit of a fly on the wall, really. Yeah, it's difficult because if I film my everyday life, which I think is just quite, not necessarily mundane, but not very exciting for you, if I film that and I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time, that as soon as you've tuned in, you're switching off. But I know, as I say myself, if it's something like that, I'm more likely to watch it. So I don't know. I do worry about these things too much sometimes, don't I? And so that'll be the other thing. Once Sharon's better and the weather's brighter, we'll take you on some walks with us, because there's some beautiful walks around here. And close to home, but you can walk, but it's quite sort of hilly, so we need to go somewhere to walk, really. You've been with me on a lake walk before at Mésangère. There's another one at Ferté-Massé, another one at Silleguillem. So there's 2 there that we could do. But as I say, there's lots of places I can take you, and I shall do eventually. Sharon's back. How'd you get on?
Very long and complicated. I had a translator. There's a little team of them in the hospital. Absolutely brilliant. But because I was saying straight away, I said to him, "Well, can I book you in the future?" And it's not. It's at the hospital's.
What, they're English?
Behest. English, very, very good French speakers.
Yeah, there is a couple that
Yes.
go around the hospitals.
Yes. There is a couple, Ray and Sue.
Possibly, I can't remember their names.
Really good. I mean, you know, you're always brilliant when you come in, but you'd have struggled today because he's asking things like, did I have any infection on the scar on the last operation? And I would have missed all of that.
And this was all in French. Yeah, see, that's what I was worrying about that, because it is, medical's hard.
Yeah. So he was absolutely brilliant, and he's going to come to my next appointment as well. So, yeah, a lot of manoeuvring. He kept saying, relax. Relax. I was so, because if someone's going to hurt you, you tense every muscle, don't you? Anyway, so he's having trouble getting me to relax anything. But yes, he wants to do a complete knee replacement. Complete. He said the knee is now going to deteriorate very fast because it's already touching the what's the bit in the spongy bit? I always forget the name of the spongy bit.
Cartilage
is gone.
Oh, that's obvious from the scar, the thing, wasn't it? So yeah, it would
so
wear.
I'll need a whole new cartilage as well. And
so does that mean this is worse than the last one? Yeah.
And all
I didn't
my
know if he was being over, just over the thing.
Don't know. And all my ligaments have gone either side of my knee, so they're not giving me any support.
No wonder you've been in bloody pain.
So yes, I've got to go back for a second set of X-rays next Monday.
All right.
And then I've got an appointment on the 1st of March.
I wonder why the second set of X-rays is necessary.
The others weren't that recent.
Perhaps he's doing it from different angles and stuff.
Well, maybe. Wants me to lose as much weight as I can before the operation. But on the 1st of March, when he sees me again, then we'll set a date for the operation.
So he didn't say how long it's likely to be?
No. But I suppose it might depend on what he sees when I come back. So, yeah.
So it's a bit negative but positive.
Oh,
negative because it just sounds awful. Yeah, but at least he's going to sort you out, and we know he's a good surgeon.
And he showed me an online thing, so of what he's going to do. So I'll find that and print it off or read it online. Yeah, because that looked quite interesting. But yeah, far more involved than the other one. But, maybe that's a good thing.
Right, well, all sorted out. So it wasn't bad in the end then. What was it, about an hour?
Oh, probably, yeah. I just felt sorry for you sitting out here.
Well, I sent you a message. I went down to Aldi's and come back in the time, but it's fine because it gave me a chance to talk to people. Right, I've finished now, folks. Bye.